So, as we've said, Godfrey Olson, you sat on Eastleigh Borough Council since 1955. How much has local government changed since you were first elected?
Oh, quite dramatically, and particularly locally. When I first joined Eastleigh Borough Council, it was a relatively small area, just comprising of three towns, Chalmersford, Eastleigh and Bishopstoke. But in the 1974 reorganisation, it expanded to more than double its size and now has a population of over 100,000.
Now, you're not standing for re-election next week. Why are you stepping down now?
Well, I decided that I'd ask the electorate of Chalmersford, the ward that I've represented throughout that time. I felt that I'd asked them enough to support me, and now was the time for me to take a rest and give someone else the opportunity.
But you've clearly enjoyed it, otherwise you wouldn't have done it, of course, for all this time, because you've been a councillor, performed the office of mayor 3 times, you've also worked as an estate agent. How did you manage it all?
Well, with difficulty. I always lived by a council diary because it was important to me to always be at council meetings, and I managed to fulfil that, fortunately, and I enjoyed representing the people that had the confidence to elect me.
Right. I mean, you were awarded an OBE in 1994 for your work within the community. Yes. What do you think's been your greatest achievement, or the thing you remember most?
Well, there are a number of things, but I suppose when taking my mayoral years, my second mayoral year, I decided that I would try and raise money to help the people with special needs. And it was, the next year was the Queen's Silver Jubilee. And so we decided to set up a committee to raise money to build an activity centre for people with special needs, and that we managed to succeed and have it open. Princess Margaret came to open it just before the end of the Queen's Silver Jubilee year, and that still exists and caters for many hundreds of people with special needs who can go and enjoy activities in the open air, sail or canoe on the Upper Hamble, and use the country park in which the centre is situated.
Right, well, let me ask Alex Salmond. Do you think you could serve for 61 years, Alex Salmond? Follow the example of Godfrey Olson?
Well, I think Godfrey, I mean, I was just working out, it's actually 22 years since Godfrey was recognised for his work, and he's done another couple of decades since. Whatever medals they have for local council, platinum medals should be struck for Godfrey. Well done to him, an amazing record. Right,
and enjoy your retirement, Godfrey Olson. I think you've earned it and deserved it.
Right. But
did you want to say something there? You sounded like you were going to say...
Well, I was just going to tell you about the restoration of an Eastleigh built locomotive.
But we'll have to save that for another day, Godfrey.
Well
but thank you.
But you got it in.
You did.